I started cheerleading at a very young age, and over the years, I eventually became a coach, and it has changed my life in so many ways. I started cheerleading at 4 years old after seeing my older cousin Ryan, who I considered my big sister, cheering on a team, and I told my mom that I wanted to be a cheerleader. My mom was previously a cheerleader and a cheer coach, so this gave her an opportunity to hop right back into the cheer scene. At 4 years old, I really shouldn't have been cheering because the age limit on the team I joined, Haverford Youth Cheerleading, was 5 and I was 4 years old. So my mom would just tell everyone that I was the unofficial mascot. I stayed with youth until 6th grade when I decided that I wanted to change. So my mom brought up a different cheer team, Haverford Heat. And the difference between Haverford Youth and Haverford Heat was while Haverford Youth did football games and competitions, Haverford Heat was just competitions. And I like that a lot better just because I don't understand how football works. I'm not a football fan. So I made the switch and I was happy. On Haverford Heat, my first year, I actually had to step up to the plate in a big way because one of our cheerleaders, the literal night before a competition, hurt her ankle. So she couldn't fly, she couldn't do anything. So I stepped up because I was small and they needed a flyer. So I stepped up and I filled in a good majority of her spots in the cheer and in the routine. And it really helped the team out until she was back on her feet. I stayed on Heat for a good few years until my freshman year of high school, where in my sophomore year, I tried out for the high school team and got on the high school team. While on the high school team, I was severely bullied by different members of the team, and thank God I wasn't alone on the team. I had friends, one of which was actually an old friend from Haverford Youth who was very nice and yeah, the bullying did affect my outlook on cheerleading and how I felt about the whole thing, everything as a whole. And after we went to nationals and we didn't make it to finals, and we went to Disney and we had all that fun, I decided to stop cheerleading. It was a hard decision to make, but in the end, my mom understood why. And after a few months, I did have to get a therapist for the bullying and helping me kind of cope. After that year, in my junior year, Heat started an intermediate level of cheerleading, which was meant for 6 and under girls, so the girls who couldn't be on the next age level, and they needed 2 coaches. So my mom approached me and said, "Would you like to try coaching this team?" And I said yes. She also asked my younger sister, and my younger sister said yes. And since then, which was about 3 years ago, we have been co coaches for Haverford Heat Littles. Our team has grown from 6 girls when we first started to 8 girls our second year. And if COVID hadn't hit, we would have had 12 girls this year, which was amazing to think about that we would have had that many girls to compete with. We probably would have actually competed instead of doing exhibition. But it was amazing to think that that's what kind of impact we were having, that these many girls would come out just to learn how to cheer. And I would see myself in them. I saw the little me that so desperately wanted to be a cheerleader because my mom did it and my cousin did it. Overall, other than the big impact it's had on my life, it has changed me. And I don't think I would trade anything in the world. I don't think I would have done any other sport. I don't think I would have done anything else other than cheerleading just because of how much I loved it growing up and how much I've grown and how much I've learned from it. I still don't have good balance that I wish I had, but overall, I really love cheerleading as a whole. And I hope that this year we can get a better season since the season starts up in fall. I hope we can actually have a season and I can start coaching again, which would be pretty amazing.